What going YouTube, man? It's your boy JaySmalls. I'm coming at y'all buzz with another video, man. And today we're reacting to This Is How Caitlin Clark is saving the WNBA from stupidity. Now I think this video was made like 7-8 months ago, so obviously everything is not up to date / relevant. But if you did click on this video, I truly do appreciate you for watching. Hopefully having a fantastic, incredible day. Shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to be here, allowing y'all to be here, and just everything that's done for us. Truly, thank you, Jesus Christ, man. But with all that being said, man, without further ado, give it up. Messed up once again. Give it up.
The WNBA has been vocal about the need for more pay.
Oh,
what is your message to the sporting industry about why women deserve to make just as much as men do?
Just wake up. Wake up.
I mean, to be fair, like, it's kind of common. I'm not trying to pause already, but it's kind of common sense. The men bring in far more revenue than the girls. That's literally the simplest amount of terms. So the men get paid more than the women because they bring in far more revenue.
WNBA has been pleading for more financial rewards.
But I do feel like the pay gap would be something that, we could just take a donation around the NBA, maybe.
Little did they know, however, that the solution they were looking for... Little did they know, however, that the solution...
That has to be... Notice to the girl who shot that John. That has to be one of the worst shot attempts I've ever seen in any professional basketball league ever. And honestly, people have just missed that bad, but it's just the look of it.
Little did they know, however, that the solution looking for was right in front of them. But instead of addressing it, they turned a blind eye, denying the truth.
Do they think LeBron and D Wade?
Everyone says the problem is the product. That's not the problem. There's great basketball being played.
Oh, he's gonna show us some devious.
This denial you just heard, in turn, kept their salaries low and led some of their top athletes to seek better paying opportunities abroad.
Dang,
yo, chill! Because of this, one of them even faced a year-long imprisonment.
WNBA star Brittany Griner is being detained in Moscow.
Everything was starting to look quite bleak for the WNBA. Year after year since...
I'm not gonna lie, that trade... No, I ain't trying to be like that. That trade for BG for that one dangerous guy, bro, that was probably one of the dumbest trades I've ever seen, bro. I'm sorry. You didn't trade a real-life threat. No diss for Brittany Griner. Now, even if it was me, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't... If I was the president and let's say I like duplicate myself and I was in a position, obviously I want to get out. Obviously, if I'm in the prison, I want them to set that trade too. But he's a real deal threat.
The league has been losing money, and now one of their top stars was being detained in Moscow. Despite all this, however, they continued to boldly ask for more financial support.
The plum of
Recently, however, despite the WNBA's attacks on her, Caitlin Clark, a rising superstar from Iowa, has shown them a better way to secure higher pay.
Sure, they
don't have to resort to what some might call begging for money. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how Caitlin Clark is saving the WNBA from their own stupidity.
Off the break. Here's Clark, still trying to find her rhythm.
Bro, if Caitlin Clark was in the NBA, would she be the highest paid player? Or get to be the highest paid player?
This graph illustrates the WNBA's viewership trends over the years.
Wait, blue postseason total regular season average. Dang.
The numbers were promising, but as time passed, there was a noticeable decline in viewership. Despite this trend, players in the WNBA continued to be in denial about the reasons behind these changes.
If we were out there playing bad basketball, I would understand, but that's not the case.
You gotta understand, you're competing with the National Basketball Association, ma'am. Y'all not necessarily. Well, I know some of the clips I be seeing, bro. Some of the numerous layups and air balls and all that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, but you have to compete with the NBA, who people get dunked on. You see dunks everywhere. You see crazy threes. You just see more, I should say, skill, more entertaining stuff far more entertaining things in the NBA than you see in the WNBA. If we're all just being honest, bro, that's not throwing no shots, no shade. That's the reality. So you got to think, y'all don't. Good basketball at the time, I don't know about that. Anyway, y'all could be playing decent basketball, but the entertaining aspect is not. You can't match that with the, you know what I'm saying, the NBA, unless you know what I'm saying, got a league full of Caitlin Clark, so you know what I'm saying, something like that. But you feel me?
Marketing, promotion, our equity in our media deals, all that.
As you've just heard, this WNBA player claimed that the league is a great product and that there is nothing wrong with the talent level.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that.
However, both the eye test and the statistics tell a very...
Oh! That jump shot is nasty, bro. That is nasty.
I won't dwell too much on the lowlights, but consider this air ball taken by the so-called GOAT of the WNBA, which was supposed to be a game winner.
I'll let that
countless
slide.
Moments like this that demonstrate the shortcomings of the WNBA's product. The past contributing to low viewership. However, I believe the statistics will paint this picture even more effectively. One widely used advanced statistics will paint this picture even more effectively. One widely used advanced metric in basketball, particularly in the NBA, is PER, which stands for Player Efficiency Rating. These metrics combine various aspects of...
I know. Bro, I know. No, what are you doing? That's my dog, by the way. I know for a fact she did not just try to pull off a 360 leg.
Player efficiency.
Look, did y'all see this girl? She pulled out a 360 leg. Okay, this is an all-star game. Oh, thank you. This is still a nasty attempt, but thank you. Because if this was an actual regular season game or something, I'm not going to lie, I would have lost it, bro. I would have lost it. 15 seconds on the shot clock, bro. I would have if the ball got past the backboard.
Which stands for player
Let me see, or even got in front of the backboard.
These metrics combine various aspects of a player performance on the court, including points, rebounds, assists, efficiency, and more. While not flawless, the player efficiency metric provides a comprehensive snapshot of an individual player's skill level. Then, by calculating the average PER of every player in the league, we can
give the benefit of the doubt. The NBA has low lights too, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
the overall skill level of the whole league. PER of every player in the league, we can gauge the overall skill level of the whole league. Now, look at this graph here. This is the average player efficiency rating of the entire WNBA calculated per year, and as you can see, it's trending downwards. Another interesting observation is that the downward trend in performance aligns closely with the decline in attendance and viewership.
I mean, yeah, it has to.
Based on this hard evidence, we can conclude that instead of persistently complaining about pay, the WNBA...
see my dog? No, well, actually, no. If I move my camera, it's going to be kind of hard to put this on back. Because with my arms out, she's just straight up staring at me, bro. I think he wants to go outside. I think she went outside. I'll take her out of this video. No, you have to wait.
Should have concentrated on enhancing their skills and making the league more entertaining. Rather than allowing their egos to convince them that no changes were necessary.
If y'all do want to see her, though, I'll show y'all next video. Or just let me know. I'll just move my camera.
And innovation.
They gotta lower the rims. I would watch a girl coming down the lane.
That would be kind of fire. If I just seen girls punching on each other,
players to make the
not with fists, obviously, that would be fun.
Fighting was to lower the rim from 10 feet to 9.
But that would be trash for shooting.
However,
and everything
every time this idea was proposed, the WNBA dismissed it.
He doesn't dunk. He wants us to dunk. You dunk. Like, what are we talking about?
Because dunking adds excitement, entertainment adds all. Why do you think everybody like watching John Morant? Talking about you? No, bro. I promise you. No, I'm not saying lower the rims because that would cruise to shooting. But that would take so long to get used to if that even happens. But anyway, bro, if the WNBA lowered the rims, I promise you the viewer rate is going up. 100% going up. Now, how much, I don't know. But think about it. When you think of a player like John Morant or Westbrook or Derrick Rose, Derrick Rose or any players of that nature, LeBron, whenever they be, I'm not saying you only watch from dunking, but bro, whenever you watch them partially because of they be punching that John, especially like John Morant, D Rose, and Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Ja almost Morant. Do you know how much that get? Literally, think about Derrick Jones Jr., bro. He's literally known for dunking. I'm not saying he can't do nothing else, because obviously he can't see the NBA. Dunking brings so much entertainment, so much value, bro. Like, come on.
When any business isn't profitable, it's important to experiment with different approaches. And the WNBA really needs to understand that this is entertainment. And if it's boring, it won't attract viewership. Heck, even the NBA had experimented with ways to make the game more entertaining. Between 1994 and 1997, in an effort to boost scoring, they shortened the three-point line to 22 feet from every spot on the court, making each shot the same distance as a corner three.
Oh, what? Bro, I never knew that was a thing. Yo! How come I didn't know about that?
When they realized this adjustment didn't improve scoring, however, they reverted to the original distance. So I'm astonished that, despite losing money year after year, the WNBA hasn't even attempted a temporary change to see if it could inject more excitement into their game, but instead revert to dialogues like this.
And I'm very annoyed with men continuing to create these spaces to discuss these things when they don't watch our games, they don't know us, they don't ask us.
Look, it's common sense. I'm sorry. Yeah, they might not watch all this and that, but obviously whatever the heck is going on has not been working. Let's just be honest. It's just the common sense. If it was working, y'all would be getting paid more right now because y'all would be getting far much revenue right now. That's just the brutal, honest truth. You know what I'm saying? So quite frankly, I don't think they have to watch.
Our opinions about anything ever.
Instead of engaging in endless discussions and continuing to lose money, they could have simply tested it out for a year or two. Anyway, the WNBA is incredibly fortunate to have a star from Iowa who finally cracked the code to boosting viewership.
Kaylin over Haley Van Lith.
From Schenectady.
For some concrete numbers, let's take a look at the statistics. Game 4 of the 2023 WNBA Finals between the Las Vegas Aces and the New York Liberty averaged just under 900,000 viewers, making it the most watched Game 4 in WNBA Finals history and marking a more than 100% increase from the previous year.
I mean, is a million? I mean, I guess that's good for them, but 1,889,000.
The entire finals averaged about 700,000, making it the most watched WNBA Finals in 20 years. This
I mean, never mind. That was great for them. I was about to say, is that looking? I mean, let me not say that, bro.
Of WNBA viewership. Despite their talents and the quality of their product, this was the best they could achieve.
Yeah.
Now, consider this. In the 2024 NCAA Women's Championship basketball game, Caitlin Clark attracted not just 1 million viewers, not even 5 million viewers, but nearly 19 million.
That is disgusting. So you're telling me the Game 7 version for the the Game 7 of the WNBA Finals peaked at 1.3 million, and a women's college championship game peaked at 19 million? Bro, that's 18 more million people watching college and WNBA. That is crazy, bro. And wait, RTG. I don't know what RTG is. Is that average or something? I don't even know what that means. But anyway, that is just absurd. That is beyond me. WNBA got... See, y'all need to market Caitlin Clark, baby. Y'all can be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Right now. You know? You got to market Caitlin Clark, baby.
That single game drew more views than likely the last 5 years of WNBA Finals combined.
And y'all expect to get paid. If one college women's basketball championship game is more than the past 5 WNBA, did he say playoffs or finals?
Likely the last 5 years of WNBA finals combined.
Finals. That's supposed to be the most watched thing, by the way.
Now, let's look at the WNBA. As of today, here are the standings. Caitlin Clark's team, the Indiana Fever, isn't performing well, with 7 wins and 12 losses, placing them second to last in their conference.
This is
thanks to the excitement Caitlin brings, they've achieved the highest attendance in WNBA history, averaging nearly 17,000 spectators per game. How is she accomplishing this?
She's a woman version of Curry.
The WNBA has never been able to do. How did she drive up viewership to heights that even the so-called GOAT of the WNBA couldn't reach?
Is Diana really the GOAT for real? Let me know what y'all think, man.
Well, it's because she's not only immensely talented, but also incredibly exciting to watch.
Let me stop pausing. This video gonna be 30 minutes long.
Much like Steph Curry,
it might be anyway.
Her shooting skills are extraordinary and captivate fans. Like, just look at some of these three-pointers. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Man.
The extraordinary talent
Steph Curry, man.
The WNBA has been missing.
We are not asking to get paid what the men get paid. We're asking to get paid the same percentage of revenue shared.
Which I get. If you look from that perspective, I get where she's coming from, but I mean,
we're already talented enough to deserve the same percentage of revenue as NBA players, despite their league losing millions each year.
That's the problem, man. Like, what are you talking about here?
More exciting.
Bro, he loves
the irony behind all this is, why didn't they just learn this from the NBA? I mean, look at this publicly available information regarding the average valuation of NBA teams. In 2015, when Steph Curry officially burst onto the scene as an MVP, and when the world started taking notice of his ability to hit three-pointers,
he changed the game, babe,
from incredible distances, the league became more exciting. And
exactly,
as a result, the average valuation of teams nearly doubled. And today, it's more than quadrupled.
Most of the influential player of all time. I know. I literally just reacted to a video. Literally, yeah, I reacted to it yesterday. I think that's going to be posted today. Or actually yesterday, because this video is going. Anyway, most influential player of all time now came to my senses.
Anyway, this is what Caitlin Clark has brought to the WNBA. Hope that their struggling league could be saved from imminent bankruptcy. But how are they nurturing this newfound talent? Firstly, their supposed GOAT, Diana Taurasi, has been downplaying Caitlin's achievements in an unprecedented manner.
She might be one of the biggest haters I've ever seen, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a player hate on, and it's not even like Caitlin, the things he's counteracting with Caitlin Clark or trying to like go against or whatever, it's not even like they're even debatable. Like the stuff that Caitlin Clark is doing, it's not even debatable that anybody else is close to her in aspects, bro. And the fact that Paige is nice, but the fact that you say you'll take Paige #1 over Caitlin Clark in a draft, that right there says all you need to know, man. Straight up. Sue Bird don't believe it either.
The #1 pick this year, you would take Paige over Caitlin.
Absolutely. There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it. Of course. And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you know, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
Next off, on the court, the WNBA is allowing their players to physically target her. They may claim that these are just basketball plays, but honestly, these are the kinds of actions that would get Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors suspended indefinitely.
Why you gotta bring up my old Draymond, man? What has Draymond? What has Draymond not did? You feel what I'm saying? But we gotta bring up my old Draymond, man.
The frequency with which she's being hit, hammered, the mocking directed at her, and the animosity
I'm tired of seeing this clip and that clip too.
That these are anything but regular basketball plays.
I don't remember seeing that one.
You want to hurt me while I'm trying to play regular defense. So I'm trying to stop y'all. I'm trying to beat you.
Yeah, you can't.
You're trying to hurt me.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yet the crazy thing about all this is the WNBA isn't taking any action. No suspensions. No.
That commissioner, I don't know if she just doesn't want to anger the other players or whatever the case is, but she ain't locking it in.
Nothing.
And I don't want to hear. Never mind.
is incredibly short-sighted because if she gets injured and is sidelined for the season, or worse, the WNBA will revert to its former state.
Exactly, back to the norm, baby.
Desperately begging for financial support. The WNBA needs to understand that it operates in the realm of both business and entertainment.
Can a commissioner get fired? Or do they have to step down?
While the current players are undoubtedly talented, many of the baskets they score lack excitement. For example, their post moves leading to buckets be efficient and help win games, but they don't captivate the audience. Here's a prime example. Diana Taurasi is often hailed as the GOAT of women's basketball, but if you search for the top 10 highlights of her career and watch her so-called greatest moment, you'll see a good shot, no doubt. A difficult shot, certainly. But it lacks the excitement of something like a deep...
I mean, I'm sure that wasn't her, one of her best. And I hope at least it wasn't, but yeah.
Caitlin Clark...
You pull up Caitlin Clark, man, you gonna see ED?
Clark, she fires, and it goes! She hit it!
Gamers. Oh, Indiana was 26-1. They were kind of...
When WNBA players argue that there's already enough talent in the league for it to be profitable, they need to remember one crucial point. Even the best WNBA team would be utterly outmatched by the worst NBA team. In fact,
college team. Do y'all think some of the worst college basketball teams could be a WNBA team? Now, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, bro, but in all honesty, bro, I think some of the worst college basketball teams, D1 at least. I'm not talking about JUCO, D2, D3. D1 at least. Some of the worst D1 college basketball teams could be a WNBA team, bro. And I don't even think that's crazy to say because you low-key got to think, bro. Literally, this is how I look at it. When I was a freshman in high school, me and some of the other freshmen, bro, we used to scrimmage our varsity. Now, I'm not saying they're... Okay, let me not bring that up. Anyway, scratch everything I just said. The skill gap, the physicality gap, just everything between boys basketball and girls basketball is just too totally different. It legit is cheating. It don't, bro, maybe the worst college basketball D1 men's team could win a WNBA championship, bro. I low-key say they would. I'm not gonna lie. They would, bro. And that's not crazy to say. Y'all boys gotta let me know y'all take. But the gap between men and women is just totally different, bro. And that's not me being one of them. No, bro. That's just the honest truth, twin. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Some YouTubers have simulated scenarios where Steph Curry or LeBron James alone could defeat the entire WNBA team.
Bro, that's crazy. Look at LeBron. Asia and that white girl is a big man or big girl, big woman, or whatever they call their centers in the WNBA. And LeBron is making all of them look like straight, just. I
realize it's just a video game, but the point remains. If people purely wanted to watch basketball based on talent alone, the worst NBA team would offer a more compelling show than the best WNBA team. So, what the Women's Basketball League fails to grasp is that excitement is what draws fans in. Caitlin Clark is bringing that excitement, and perhaps a lower rim could too. Yet,
it would, but I would feel for them because their shooting is also
rejecting the idea of a lower rim. These are some of the most short-sighted business strategies imaginable. A fitting analogy can be drawn from the UFC. Colby Covington, probably the most polarizing figure in the sport, has an intriguing story.
Hey, UFC be hitting, bro. Y'all boys let me know down below if y'all be watching the UFC. Them just be hitting, bro.
Early in his career, Covington was a great fighter with an impressive record. However, most of his victories came by decision after wrestling matches on the ground, which fans found unentertaining.
Yeah.
Despite his skills and success, he was deemed boring, and as a result, Dana White was on the verge of cutting him from the UFC.
Whoa.
Upon realizing this, Colby changed his strategy and transformed himself into the biggest villain the UFC has ever seen. As a result, people tuned in just to see him lose.
Bro legit lost more to be more entertained. I ain't gonna lie. I know a lot of people call Colby Covington or whatever. I mean, he was about to get cut, so I don't know if he had a choice, but that's actually crazy. My brother knew he was gonna I don't know if, I feel like he knew he was gonna lose more, but just to be more entertaining, and he was literally playing a character, hey.
But it got him views and made him a lot of money. Similarly, the WNBA, though skilled, has long been perceived as boring, which is why the revenue hasn't followed. Caitlin Clark has finally revealed the winning formula, yet they are failing to fully capitalize on this opportunity.
Facts.
Perhaps the reason is that they know, win or lose, the NBA will always continue to subsidize them. This reliance, though, doesn't build good business skills. Nonetheless, the WNBA is at a crucial point in history. Whether it soars or sinks in the coming years, I'm eager to see how it unfolds. But anyway...
Y'all think the WNBA is going to be around in like 20 years? Y'all boys let me know.
18 former NBA players are headed to prison for Kevin Garnett.
Hey, man, if y'all boys want me to react to this video, man, just let me know. But if you did stay this long to the end of the video, man, I truly do appreciate you for watching, man. And if you have not subbed up to the channel, man, please sub up. And if you do want to become a member of the channel, that will be linked down in the description below. But with all that being said, man, y'all boys continue to have a blessed and fantastic day in Jesus' name. And I'm out there, y'all, man. See you boys in this one. I'm out there, y'all.